Hey, Christy Mattoon here with Mind Rewire. I'm just sharing you my afternoon fire. I'm just enjoying a little afternoon cleansing fire is what I call this. We got some really nice storm clouds overhead, so we've had some good thunder smacks. But I just wanted to give you an opportunity to throw your junk in my fire, knock yourself out. Issues, problems, negative thoughts, beliefs, emotions that you're having. Just pitch them right in there. That's what I'm doing, just pitching junk in there. And I wanted to tell you a little bit of story about a guy I worked with today. Absolutely hysterical. This man is just absolutely beautiful. And I swear he must have been a monk in a former life or something. And if you know me real well, you know I don't necessarily believe in that. I'm out to lunch on that one is what I always say. Just because of my former training and former beliefs from my childhood and from my family. So, but he just really, to me, in my mind's eye, he like looks like a monk. In my heart, he feels like a monk. Like this guy has been around before. And I told him that, and he said that it's funny because his mom had told him that from somebody she had talked to, that they had told her that they thought he was a monk in a former life. So that was interesting and weird. But what we were working on today was manifestation, and I've been talking about that a lot, so I wanted to speak to that again. And he works in Hollywood. He does some acting, and he's trying to get that big role, you know. He's trying to do this big thing, which I think is awesome and amazing. And so we were sitting there and had opened up his heart. He got his heart really flowing with just good feeling and love and positivity and compassion for himself. We were practicing moving his awareness from his head to his heart to his gut, and just getting all the chemicals lined up and everything flowing in the same direction. So he could feel in his brain, he was thinking about things he wanted to see in his life. He could feel in his heart. He said his heart space had really opened up and it just felt really cool. He said he could feel in his gut, but it felt very strange and he wasn't sure what to think about it, and it was kind of wigging him out a little bit. And so I just told him to breathe into his belly, and when he did, he said within the second breath it was like everything opened up. And I asked him what he was noticing, and he said what he was noticing was what it felt like was like if you had a spinning plate on top of a stick, but it wasn't just one stick. He had 3 different spinning plates, and they were all stacked, you know, one with spaces in between along this one stick, and they were just spinning at this amazing rate. And he started laughing, and he goes, I know that sounds silly or it sounds stupid, but he goes, it's just what it feels like to me. He goes, I don't know how else to describe this. And I was like, it doesn't sound stupid. Just go with it. Just keep feeling it. Make it bigger. See if you can get him to spin faster. And he wanted to know while he was doing this, he was sitting there feeling it. And he asked me, he goes, how do you get somebody to notice you? How do you get somebody to pay a little bit more attention? And I said, you know, through a stream of consciousness, you can just send somebody a message and just say, hey, you know, you're not messing in their life. You're not doing anything like that. You're just saying, hey, you know, I'm here. Look over here. I actually have a mentor that had told me at one point, go into that energetic place, get everything lined up and turned on, and send through a stream of consciousness a question to somebody, you know, somebody that you're wanting maybe a little bit more information from as to how to interact with them or how to be around them that would be helpful. And so that's what I told him to do. I said, just send that person a stream of consciousness. So this person, you know, is somebody in Hollywood that he wants to connect with. And so through this stream of consciousness, he just went ahead and sent this guy a message like, hey, what do I need to do to be in front of you? What do I need to do, you know, to get you to notice me? He got a very clear message back as to what he can do. Had this super strong feeling going on that he was totally just blown away by. He said everything felt like it was just wrapped in like this milky white film that was just amazing feeling, like this feeling of love, total understanding. And he just sat there feeling that and being in that place. That to me is like another level of manifestation that you don't hear people talk a lot about. And he had even mentioned that. He goes, boy, you don't hear anybody ever say that in relation to manifestation, that you can send a stream of consciousness to somebody And, you know, just gently ask a question, or gently say, hey, I'm over here. Can you take a look at me? And I know a few people that do this. Like I told you, my mentor is the one who originally told me about it, about doing this kind of thing. And he says it's just another level of manifestation where you have a little bit more control than you probably have ever imagined. And it's not like you're taking control of the person or manipulating them in any way. You're just asking them a question as if you were in a conversation with them face to face. It's absolutely no different. It's just on a different dimension or a different plane, is the way he looked at it. So I'm really curious to hear back from this gentleman, to see how this goes for him and see where it takes him, because I've heard of really cool things happening for people when they use this kind of an idea. So when you're manifesting with your typical think about it, you know, have a visual on it, whatever it is you're trying to manifest, and then feel it. Take it to a new level, and don't just feel it. Feel it in your head, so you're thinking it, you're feeling it. Feel it in your heart, feel it in your gut. Turn all those 3 centers on. Get those all into alignment. And then send a stream of consciousness to whoever or whatever it is you're trying to manifest. And see if that helps you out any. Just a different way of thinking of it maybe, but some folks find it helpful, so I hope you try it. I'm running out of sticks again. I have to go find some more wood. I hope this helps. As always, blessing and peace. Leave me a comment. Go to mindrewired.com if you want a little bit more. And we'll be talking to you again soon.